Let me hit you with a truth most men ever even think about when a woman hugs Sue. It's not always just a hug. SAMUS. It's a test. Sometimes it's an invitation. And if you don't know how to read it, you'll fail silently. She'll never say a word. Most guys are sophist on being nice or not overthinking. Completely ignore what her body is screaming without saying a single word. But the manhounder stands the scienced man who knows she to respond with calm control. And presence he lives in her mind, re-entry. That's why in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 types of hugs. Women give and exactly how to respond, like a grounded, high-value man who knows what hell he's doing. And listen, this isn't about being smooth or fake. This is about reading the room like a Stoic. The Stoics didn't chase validation, didn't react emotionally. They observed, they understood, and responded with intention. And that's the mindset. Won't you too have calm, clear, calculated? So, if you're tired of missing signals, or being the guy shy instantly forgets, stay with me because if they're this, never happen again. Before we didn't take a moment to subscribe, yet we're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building strong, more meaningful connections. So let's jump into here are the 4 types of hugs and what each one real lemons. 1. The friendly pet. Alright, the friendly pet, let's break down the most basic of them all. The friendly pet, you felt it before. It's quick, polite, harmless. She leans in slightly, barely touches you, and adds toast textbook. Pats on the back like she's burping. A bobby. Not embracing a mono-tension. No pause. No spark. That's her way of saying, hey, you're cool, but not that cool to most guys. That's the end of story. They walk away thinking they've been friend-zoned, and to their right. But here's the thing. The average man ever realizes this isn't rejection. Neutral ground and neutral ground can be claimed. If you know how to move, see a woman giving you this hug isn't shutting the door. She's just not opening it yet. And that's where the mindset of a Stoic man comes into play. A weak man reacts. A Stoic man observes. He does, in panic. He doesn't beg for approval. And here Zora as hell doesn't spiral in her self-doubt. Instead, he leans into them with calm energy. He sees this as a data point, not a definition of his worth. Remember? The Stoics taught that perception, is everything. What matters isn't the hug, it's how you frame it. So instead of sulking in Thurfried's zone, start flipping the dynamic. Use thin interaction to plant seeds of tension. Hold eye contact a second longer than expected. Say something bold that could Cheshire Afghard. Inject subtle masculine energy into every move. Make turn casual into curious. Akahar, wonder, DD. misjudge him because that's how it starts. Not by forcing contraction, but bishing her perception off who you are. Here's the brutal truth. Most guys never get out of the friend zone because of the act exactly how she expects, safe, predictably. But you're not here to predictable? Here to disrupt narrative. So next time, you'll get the friendly pat. Don't flinch, don't chase, don't overthink. Just smile. Stay grounded and start playing long game like Ain, who understands power presence. In the firm hug, patience set to the firm hug. Now we're stepping in Tana territory. The firm hug this sance. Not like the flimsy, forgettable pate in the back. No, this hug lingers at a sweet. She wraps her arms around you with purpose. Not tight enough to scream toe see her, but solid enough to mean something. You feel her presence? Urbity isn't running from the contact. It's accepting that there's comfort in this hug. May even trust, but don't get ahead of yourself. Just because she feels safe with you doesn't mean she's fantasizing about you. This is where most guys mess it up. They confuse worm with romanticizing. They seek comfort and start chasing, overcompensating, hoping this is moment. But let me give it to you straight.
Safety
Is not thesome as attraction. A woman might feel secure in your presence because you're calm, you're composed, you're not athlete. That's great, but safety without tension is just friendship. Wearing Anasaur outfits so hat. Do you don't pull away too fast like a nervous schoolboy? But you also don't smother her like some desperate starved for affection. You'll hold just long enough to let your presence register. Then you let go like Hermond, who's in control of himself. And here's where Stoicism kicks in. Not that cliché version you see on Instagram. Butyral core of it, restraint is power. Those Stoics weren't about chasing motions or reacting to every signal, they mastered themselves. They knew when to hold the line and when to let the men speak for itself. So you hold her firmly, not just physically, but energetically. You let her feel your calm. You make her wonder if there's something deeper behind your stillness. Now, pay attention to what happens next. Does she keep eye contact? Does she relax into your presence instead of pulling away? She linger even slightly before letting go. Those Arethe tells. That's where her body reveals what her words want. If she responds with open, is earned the right to build tensions low. Not by forcing anything, but by loading her curiosity. Grow a look, a lingering embrace. Pause, a smirk, a subtle challenge in your void. That's how attraction is built. Note and grand gestures, but in control of energy and masculine presence. So when you get the firm hug, don't read it like yay boy hoping for love. Read it like a manalizing the field. Stay calmed, stay composed, and don't make its mistake. Offer Sheen the memento cause and Nisa meets not about who moves fast. It's a boot who moves. Right. Quick question for Yahweh. You ever had a hug that made Yah wonder if there was a meaning more behind it? If you have dropped this in these, I stay calm. Whenth moment matters. It's a stoic moving. I'll be checking the comments to see who's paying attention. 3 Thellinguring Gembrace. Oh? This Sony hits different. This isn't just a hug. It's a memament, a test, a window into something deeper. You feel it instantly. She wrap your arms around you. And unlike the she doesn't let go, there's no cord pullback, no quick taper polite smile. She stays there, pressing and leaning close like she's telling you. Without saying a word, her body softens. Her breathing slows. Her just pressed gently against yours. She's not just hugging you. She's feeling you. This is the kind of hug that says, I feel some thing here, even if I don't full understand it yet. But here's the truth. Most men don't realize. If you flinch, pull away too soon, or act uncomfortable, you kill the vein instantly. You send the message that yoke and handle intimacy that you fold under pressure, and that's not attractive to a feminine woman woes craving masculine depth. See, this kind of fug is a mirror. It reflects back the man you are in that moment. I fear, grounded, composed, and fully present. Chef feels it. If you're anxious, needy, or unsure, she feels that too. This is where Stoicism become a sire's secret weapon. Not surface-level motivational quote. I'm talking about Daryl's stuffed inner stillness. The power of observation without reaction. Marcus Aurelius once said, be like the cliff against which the waves continual abort, but it stands firm and tames water around it. In this asterisk, the intimate hookment, you are that cliff. You don't rush, you don't flinch. You let her come to Yawind. When she lingers, you match her energy with calm presence. No thinking, no performance, just presence. And then when the timing feels right, you add something subtle but powerful. A slow, confident squeeze, a soft on her lower back, a whisper in her rear if the energy calls for it. Not because you need to, but because you understand the moment, because you lead it without forcing anything. That's masculinity. It's emotional intelligence with a backbone. That show you leave a woman thinking about you long after the hug ends, because hair swap most guys never learn. When a woman ace you a lingering hug, she's not just in your body. She's testing your soul. She's asking, can this man hold that space in need without losing himself in it? So don't just stand there. Don't trust away. Don't break the moment out fear. Feel it. Own it. Stay grounded. Thatcho, you become unforgettable for the intimate hug. All right, now we're stepping into deep waters. This isn't just physical, it's psychological fish hug. It's not casual. It's not polite, it's intimate, and it carries a language of its own. Shellens all the way in her head, nestles fright into your shoulder. Rick like she's finally at ease in a world that's constantly loud. You feel her breathing's low. Down, soft, steady, almost like she's exhaling. Everything's been holding back. She may slide her hand across your back. Not to fidget, but tonsure herself. That's not an accident. That's not habit. That's comfort. That's feminine surrender to masculineseness. This kind of hug doesn't say us to see you. It says, right now, my peace. But here's where brutal truth cates through most men in this moment. They get nervous. They pull away, too. Fast like they're scared of their own presence. Don't Beth it, guy. This is Adist of Mescalinempasser, a rare moment where she's offering you her softness, her trust, her emotional signal in she's silently watching. You handle it not with your words, not with a pickup line, but with your energy, hair, swat. You do. You stay still. You stay calm. You lure Tehurst in that embrace. For as long as shoo-ins, without twitching, without trushing. And when the time's right, you're reciprocate, subtly, a slow, tensional. Squeeze a firm hand on her lower back. No need to speak. Just let her presentado the talking because, in thought, moment stillness is seductive. Now let's bring in something most men overlook. The stoic edge, not the water down. Control what you can, cliché. I'm talking about true stoic mastery. The ability to be present, composed, and completely unfazed by emotional vow. Seneca wrote, "A wise man is with himself and does not seek the approval of others." That's the key here. You're a knight reacting to her. You're responding with yourself. You're grounded or eat wool. She's drawn to that. Not your words, not your muscles, your essence. And if she tightens her arms just a little, if she stays there a few sec, then what's normal? If her body melts into yours as if she forgot through for a second, then understand Schnet just hugging you. She's choosing you. I meant, it's your chance not to escalate, but to anchor deeper to show conclusion. Presence is power, her. That she's safe in your arms. Not because you said so, but because your origi proved it. Rilman doesn't need a rush to lead. He just holds the space and she follows naturally. So the next time a woo gives you that kind of who, remember it's not just affection. It's a signal. And if you can hold it with strength in presence, you become voom in her cheo sand that is resistible. So the next time you find yourself locked in one of those men's, check out, tune in, let your mind go quiet, let your instinct sharpen. Queer man who can feel thenergy without losing control. That's rare. That is dangerous. That's powerful. If you can read her signals, not with desperation, but with detached clarity. If you can hold her without needing to prove anything, if you can't stay grounded while she leans in, then you're not just another guy. She hugged you. Become Theon. She remembers. Because masculine energy isn't loud. It's calm. It does chase. It attracts. It doesn't react. It observes and chooses when to move. And if you move with that kind of presence, you'll never miss another chance again. Not Bakuzo forced it. But Bakasu became Thekin of man who doesn't need to remember. She doesn't remember if words you said. She remembers how you made her feel. Quick question for you. What's the biggest sign of attraction you've ever felt in a hug? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.